There we go. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to some shiny hunting. And this time, we're going to be continuing our shiny hunting for ARCHALUDON. Back in Sword and Shield. Right, wrong button. I'm so used to the changes that Scarlet Violet made to the control scheme that I will use buttons that Scarlet Violet has for its control schemes, despite them not working for this game. But yeah, we've already gotten one shiny Duraludon egg hatch, so we only need one more. And I'm hoping we can get that one today. Which, if we can, that'd be fantastic. No, we have. I was actually in the middle of talking with some people on Discord about things, because it was basically a conversation about the price of playing competitive Pokemon, and my sort of response was the overly analytical side of me, where it's yes, if the thing costs $510, but that's including the price of the Switch, which feels a bit of a low question. Dialga is the winner. It is not weak to Dragon. It is Dragon itself, and it resists Psychic. Dialga would barely be the winner. Speaking of Dialga, I've been working on my team plan for EBL Week 2 against Pidge. I have my team. I've got all of my plans laid down. All that's really left for me to go do is go through, nickname everyone, and... I picked up everything, right? Yes, is go through... You have Flame Body, right? Or you have Flash Fire? You have Flame Body. Okay, you do have Flame Body. Is really just go through, nickname everyone, and finish EV training everyone. So yeah, we're basically done with it, which I'm very happy for. I am extremely happy for. Because yeah, I'm looking forward to the matchup against Pidge. I have my thoughts what I think Pidge is going to end up bringing, but yeah, it's going to be good. It's going to be. My day's going pretty well, Archer the Paint Horse. Hello there, Roost. Hi, Kayla. And again, guys, if you haven't done so, please don't forget to leave a like on the stream and, share and subscribe for more if you haven't done so already. My day's going pretty good. Went out running today. Any sets you're proud of? Don't you like? Have you seen? I don't know what it is, Roost. You need to explain. There's a few of them. The one in particular is there's one in particular that I'm really, really proud of. Well, actually, technically two, but one more so than the other. But yeah, it's gonna be fun. Another shiny Petalil. Roost. Roost. Pain. So, on the route where the Altaria is, what route are you actually hunting for the Altaria on? Because I do legitimately want to know. What is, the frequency of the Altaria there? Got another shiny Petal in my hunt for the Altaria. Ripperino. Rip. There we go. Thank you for hatching. So which place are you hunting for it in? Because there's a few areas where you can hunt for it. I'm going to go Burn Alive, and then Cypher said he wanted it, the meetup, teleport it, and well, again, Roost, you encountered the shiny already. Whether or not you catch it or not will not change that it appears. So you may as well catch it so that way you can send it to someone else. Your suffering can be the joy of others, Roost. It's always important to do that, to construct it in that way. So what route are you looking for the Cloudy Bird on? Because I'm legitimate. Abundant Shrine is where I was hunting for it in White too, but also I was hunting on the route right before I don't know what route number that is, Roost. You need to explain route numbers. So, when did you find the... So, what route were you on when it came to the first shiny Petalil and then the second one? Abundant Shrine was... Okay, so you got... So, Abundant Shrine... Was it double Battlegrass or single Battlegrass? Because that's... important. Oh, well, no, you can get it in both. So was it double or single Battlegrass? Both Shiny Petalil on Abundant Shrine and in the double grass. Okay. Abundant Shrine... 35%, 15. Okay. Honestly, that's not surprising. You'd find another one. It's a 35% chance compared to a 15% chance. Statistically, the odds are not with you, my friend. Hello there, Matt. How are you doing? Hope you are doing well. I'm doing pretty okay. Slept in the day was glorious. Very nice. Good. So one of the mods go grab the link for Matt Artifact. One possible chance. The route is possible higher chance at Victory Road, but then it would only fade on Tranquil as opposed to a couple from wrong or something there. Yeah. That could be nice. I would fine with any fade as long as it wasn't parallel. Yikes. Also, sorry about that, because I was kind of commenting with a DM with someone. Route 1 and B1 have encounters to do about Dripload and all that crap. I forget. Yikes. First games and waiting for the characters. I mean, again, Petalil is the most likely encounter for it. I'm doing well. Also bumming my 30, maybe 50 encounter, end up with petals. Dropped all target for the that is yellow. What's the one are you hunting for that's yellow? Wow. Did you do, like, was it a dono thing where it's like, oh, dono can't use something? One hand, bundle of pedal, also happy bag was used to break. Yes, I like Mary. Oh, that's the one you're hunting! Gladius. Right, Gladius is yellow. Right, wrong one. Again, I'm so used to Scarlet and Violet's control scheme for the PC. It's taking so much mental readjustment to go to the Sword and Shield control scheme. I really do not like the Sword and Shield control scheme. Well, I mean, actually, I prefer the Sword and Shield. I prefer the Sword and Shield. I prefer the Sword and Shield control scheme. I don't like the readjustment going from the worst control scheme of Scarlet Violet. That's a good choice. That lasts for multiple reasons, like how I reserve for Yellow Eyes, Purple Kyram, the idea for Bird, what is on Dream Yard. So Laniel's full odds reset. You have the Shiny Charmer, no. He asked me if Glare can paralyze Ghost. I said yes, it uses Glare. It doesn't affect Ghost types. No, it does affect Ghost types. Unless the Emolga is Electric type as is, or has an ability that made... Unless the Emolga was Electric type. Because Glare should work. Glare can paralyze Ghost types. No, I have this. I know the Shiny Charm, and I'll likely never get it unless Pokemon do... Oh, Black too, that's being expensive. Do you not have Black and White? I mean, do you not have base version Black? I'm pretty sure Glare should work on Ghost types. Playing it wrong. Yeah, but again, if they're still using the same mechanics, it should still work on Ghost types. I have black 1, but it won't help me. Oh, right! Because in black you get... Right, I forget about that all the time, that it's not, you don't get Zekrom in both of them because of the continuation. Impossible to catch. Really? Why is it impossible to catch Baneri? It's not even a trainer with Baneri, but a preserve. Interesting. Fascinating. Is there no one around who you can trade with? There we go. Hello, Litsune, how are you doing? Hope you're doing well. And again, guys, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for more. Why is the light that? Yeah, no, it's the other way around. Why is the... Actually, I think I know why the light's all freaking out in my room. I think that's why. The light from the sheets is kind of... Yep, that's what it was. It was the sheets were kind of messing up everything. Thank you very much for joining the Discord. Don't love the thing to do is wait until the next time you inspect everything up, or something you can do again by shiny up, but also some things over that. Nice. Doing amazing. Getting into the drug. Very nice. Very, very nice, Litsune. Waka waka. Thank you very much for joining the Discord, Mobbit. So to get black and white, Lukaku, actually, I'm pretty sure I have Blacktail, I think. Which one do I have? Yeah, I have Blacktail. And I guess if I ever meet up with you, Roost, I have Black 2 I can help you with. So I guess that would be a little beneficial. Again, the button scheme changed between games, and I don't like that they changed the button scheme. Thank you. Tomorrow, get happy to quick set maybe 3DS stuff. I had all 4 at some point as a kid, but somehow I lost both white and 1 and black 2, probably when I moved houses. I mean, the other alternative is that some kid jackwagon at school might have swiped the games, because I've heard that happen, actually. That's how my brother lost his, silver version. Was a friend swiped it from him. He accidentally left it at their house when he went over, and, they took the thing and never saw it again. No, I never done my DS game in school, at least not before I moved. Yeah, then you probably left them at the house. That is not a good way for the game to go. That is an unfortunate way for things to go. I do not want to risk my teacher confiscating them. Yeah, I mean, I remember in school, it was like everyone just bring them, they just play them at lunch. Like, everyone just bring them out at lunch. Like, they can't do anything with lunch. That was fun. Well, then again, it was elementary as well. Elementary sucks. And middle school also sucks. And then it was just high school and no one actually gave a shit. Because, like, so long as you basically just went on your phone, they didn't care as much. That was fun. That was always something. Yeah, I don't know. It's one of those things that just kind of amuses me in the way that people went. When you're out of high school, happened, me and my friend bought an entire TV and Wii U setup. Oh my gosh, that's amazing. That is a top tier play right there, Roost. That is a top tier play. And yes, you can also see the sheer amount of money I have in my Sword and Shield version. The reason is that it's so I can buy all of the EBL items to, like, just finish out my team. Hello there, Zabuza. How are you doing? Hope you are doing very well today. Again, guys, actually, let's get a light goal going. There we go. Let's try and get a light goal going. There we go. Let's see if we can do that. But yeah, today's going pretty well. Today's going fairly well. We're just looking for our ARCHALUDON. We got one more we gotta get. We got one more. Sorry, Jacob. Oh no, it's all good, Roost. It's all good. Honestly, though, the chat continuing to roll is always fantastic for us. We don't mind them. But yeah. I mean, hey, if we ever meet up IRL, Roost, I'd be happy to, help you trade with some stuff. Because I would also like to finish my decks in my Black 2, White 2, well, in my Black 2 version. At some point I'm going to need to get White 2. Which would be fantastic. Because I have a feeling when I get White 2, what I'm going to do is I'm probably going to do White 2 hard mode. White 2 hard mode, so that way I can do that for the series. I honestly still don't know how I'm going to do the Black and White 2 Let's Play series of hard mode, because I do want to do that at some point. I just don't know the way I'm going to be doing it. You not recognizing IRL. Even if you know what I look like, I act so much more timid and nice IRL. I struggle to imagine a nice version of you, Roost. I don't believe you. I will be fully real. I don't believe you. Can't stay, gotta go. Thank you very much, Braidstar. Have a nice day. Thank you very much for popping in. Hope you have a wonderful day as well. Oh, I still gotta go and make the video for the Pokemon Shiny giveaway announcement. Roost, nice. Good people are different. IRL versus online. True. I mean, I am also like a very different person IRL. I will be fully honest. You wouldn't really recognize me IRL. I mean, again, the few things about me IRL that you would recognize is, like, the clean-cut humor. I don't, I try to not overly curse. I know sometimes it does slip out when I'm extremely, like, frustrated. But, like, again, the clean-cut humor, the no jokes, the lack of, swearing. There's a few things about me that IRL, like, definitely are very much how I am on here. But, yeah, I'm a lot more, like, introvert. I'm just, like, keep to myself. That's why both Cypress and Spicy that we're expecting me and Roost IRL, both of them can kill you. I wouldn't be surprised if you're a kind soul IRL, Roost. It's just online you're a bit less restrained, I guess is probably the right way of things. I don't know, it's a bit of a hard thing to phrase correctly. It's a bit of a hard phrasing issue. But yeah, I can definitely understand that. Definitely understand that. Spicy, when we met, Help an old lady, help a dog directions, and over the gate for a while. So filled with food, kidney being spread. Heartwarming. Wholesome Roost moments. Wholesome moments of Roost. Nice. Egg been sent to the fox. Egg. I offer you an egg in these trying times. But yeah, the one thing I notice about this game compared to Scarlet Violet, the egg hatch time is so... The rate of egg hatching is much lower, because I know what I'm trying to say, but I also know that, like, the way that I was going to say it, like, that's demonstrably incorrect. And there's one thing about me that you probably know, Roost, because you've been in private voice chats with me, well, private voice chats, you know, in servers with a bunch of other people. There is one thing that infuriates me more than anything else. It is when something is demonstrably incorrect information. Which, oftentimes, I will, like, begin to get a little aggro about, because it's like, this is incorrect. This is why it is incorrect. Generally, I know for me, it's like, I know that some people, like, they mean different than what they are trying to say. So, like, in their head, they know what they're trying to say. But the words coming out of their mouth don't mean the exact thing that they're saying. But I was on a call with Spicy, and one person was like, meeting Roost IRL must have been awful. And then bro was humble. Hello, Armor, how are you doing? I'm doing pretty well. I'm doing pretty good. Pretty good. EBL prep is going extremely well. Everything is finished. Just gonna be buying the necessary items after stream ends. Tomorrow's stream is going to be likely at nighttime rather than, you know, during the middle of the day like this is presently, because I'm going to be battling Pidge at about 5 p.m. my time. So for that, same as well. I'm really looking forward to that. Shining a lot of vested, very nice. And again, guys, please don't forget to leave a like on the stream if you haven't done so already. He's probably hunting it in Scarlet or Violet, either or game. Forgot not a legendary was in Violet. Wait, what do you mean, Roost? What do you mean you forgot not a legendary was in Violet? You mean like... Actually, I have no clue. Well, I mean, I know what you mean by Larvesta and Volcaron, but what do you mean, like, you forgot Larvesta and Volcaron were in Violet version? You thought they were Scarlet exclusives? I mean, I guess because a lot of the Paradox Pokemon that are Paradox versions of Pokemon... Paradox Pokemon in one game are generally of a version inclusive to the other game. There we go. That is what I was trying to say. I like how you refer to it as not a legendary. Like, yeah, it was at one point. At one point it was going to be a legendary. Honestly, I'm kind of glad Volcarona isn't a legendary. Because, like, realistically, it wouldn't be too much different from the Volcarona we have these days. It realistically wouldn't be that different. No, I don't play Scarlet that much. I stay in Gen 5. I have the charm, and I still don't know a quarter of the SD decks. Oh my gosh. That's a skill issue, Roost, right there. That is a Dandori issue. I mean, I'll be real, there's actually a bunch of Pokemon in the Scarlet Violet decks I actually forget exist. Like, I didn't even realize, oh, wait. The Kricketot family is in Scarlet Violet. Huh, look at that. Hello there, Lionheart. How are you doing? Hope you're doing well. One of the mods go grab Lionheart's link. Yeah, that is indeed a boomer issue. That is a slide issue. Hope you're doing well, Lionheart. I'm doing very well. Almost finished with my prep for my fight against Pidge tomorrow. Well, the theoreticals against Pidge are there, but, like, as in, like, what the team plan is for Pidge is there. So, like, I have my team planned out. I have my team sheet all done. I haven't built it yet, I guess is a better way of phrasing everything. What are we doing? Currently at work. Nice. Very, very nice. And again, guys, please don't forget to leave a like on the stream. Don't forget to leave a like. Hello there. Very good to see all of you guys here. Great to see you. Like, thank you very much, Lionheart. Once we finish getting the Duraludon, because how long are you going for Big Man? Gotta help my parents. Going for how long are for? I don't know, but very likely, probably 2 more hours. I don't know actually. I don't know. See, this is the thing, Roost. The days when I go out running for, you know, my daily Pokemon Go stuff, because I'm trying to get back into, you know, running around and doing some exercise with some Pokemon Go assistance. I don't know how long I can stream for a lot of things, because it's one of the things that's been fluctuating. But, yeah, the first time we did it, I streamed for about an hour, the next time was about an hour and a half. So we're going to try and push to maybe 2 hours in total, and maybe even an hour and a half, maybe 2.5 hours. So we're going to try and push. Got my parents, and planting fruit. We should still be live by the time that finishes. I don't think planting plants takes that long. Then again, I don't know how big the planned garden is, I guess. Because for those who don't know, I don't like plants. I am very... My joke... Oh, the eggs have already hatched. My joke I always do is that when I get older, I'm not going to have a garden. I'm going to have a rock garden. Because that way, if weeds ever show up, I can just nuke them from orbit and use the heavy stuff. You know, like the really heavy weed killer. Hopefully you're still alive by the time I start doing that stuff. Your endless talking needs some alright background noise. Honestly, that's the nicest thing you've ever said, Roost. Thank you. The inane white noise. Interesting developments are being made. The funny thing is, I'm probably going to actually having my Week 4 EBL matchup, the match against Newtbox, before I have... Because Newtbox is my Week 4 matchup. Interesting thing is, I'm probably going to have my matchup against him before I have my Week 3 matchup, which is against GamerViews. In fact, that's the nicest compliment I've ever given you. Makes it even crazier hearing a nice eyebrow. It does. Well, I mean, sort of and also, but sort of not, because again, you, I know unequivocally are a, like, good person IRL. It's just, you know, shit-talking online is kind of a thing we do. It's what friends do. Hello, James, how are you doing? Hint, the only Generation 6 Pokemon with a Mega. You mean Greninja? I know Ashbridge is not a Mega, but functionally, it is a Mega. It actually, well, it's a Mega and then some. It gives 110 base stat point increase, not 100, not 100, so it functionally is identical to Mega. I know it's Diancie. It's a joke. Hello there, Conrad Adventure. How are you doing? Hope you are doing very, very well. I know it was Diancie. It's just a joke that I have. Honestly, it was such a wasted chance that they didn't give the starters of Kalos each a Mega. That I still will never understand that. But how are you guys doing? How about you guys? No sarcasm, talking shit. I mean, it's hard to detect through text. I thought, like, the sarcasm came through the voice. Well, that was on my bad. How are you doing? Yeah, for those who aren't in the loop, I'm in VCs a lot, depending on the topic. I'm mature and serious. It's just this idiot you all are watching makes it... Oh, Roost. You seem to think I don't enjoy making myself a target. I'm fully aware I am a very easy, insultable target. My face is verbally very punchable. And I fully know this fact. Because it makes things more entertaining. Wait, did I switch the boxes? I don't think I switched the boxes. I did not switch the boxes, good. But yeah, I'm, as long as you're aware of it, it's your character, it's your champ. It is! I am indeed fully aware of it. But yeah, I'm looking forward to my battle against Pidge tomorrow. I've got a plan. I have meticulously studied Pidge's previous matchups. Like his historic EBL team, so like I believe his Season 3 was the first season he was in, and his Season 4 teams. Which I have begun plotting to put together my plan. Now the thing that worries me about fighting Pidge is I am fully expecting I'm going to need to fight him a second time in the playoffs. So it's like, even if I beat Pidge tomorrow, I'm not sure if I'll be able to beat him again in the playoffs. Which is that worries me. But we're gonna try. We're gonna do the best we can. We're gonna do everything that we can. Other than that, yeah, it's gonna go well. I'm also thinking for all EBL weeks going forward, I'm going to give a nickname theme to all of my Pokemon. Oh, Mega Diancie does what? I mean, Diancie is a sweep. Mega Diancie is a sweeper. It's funny how base Diancie is just a freaking brick wall. And then Mega Diancie is just hyper-aggressive glass cannon. That does amuse me. That's like, no, just flips the script. I almost wonder if Mega Diancie's not stat distribution, not like stat total, like shape of the stat. So, aggressive glass cannon was what Diancie was originally supposed to have. And then they decided to give it a Mega so that a Pokemon in Gen 6 got a Mega. And then they made the base form a brick wall. So yeah, I do wonder on that. Again, Diancie is one of those Pokemon that I would love to have been a fly on the wall during the development of, just to see how everything just came into being what it is. Because there's so many Pokemon that are like that, where just the development of them, I would love to know what happened. Why were these decisions made the way they were, and how did they sort of come about to become the things that we know today? Like, the best example of that is Hydreigon. Because those who don't know about Hydreigon, it was actually shelved midway through development of, Black and White. Because they couldn't really get the design to work. At least they weren't satisfied with the design. They just shelved it for a while. And then they came back to it later. I think it was like, not like toward the end of the game's development, but like much more within the development of the game, after a long time had progressed. They revisited the design of Hydreigon, and then we got Hydreigon as we know it. So it's like, I would love to just know what the development history of a bunch of Pokemon are, just for the sheer curiosity's sake. What was the origin of certain things about them? Like, I mean, I'd love to know, like, what the development history of freaking Regigigas was for that reason. What person thought it would be a good idea to give that heavily crippling of an ability to Regigigas? Hey, nice! Shiny Larvesta number 3. Fun. We actually got 3 Shiny Larvesta when we Shiny Hunted it for the first time. I think Shiny Larvesta was actually our first dedicated Shiny Hunt we did in Scarlet Violet. So, very, very nice. Very nice. Yeah, I got a plan. Got my battle notes for Kid. Let's pull off the Jakey XY. Little sticker, or sticky note. Post-it note? Yeah, post-it note, that's what it is. Good luck with the hunt. Gotta get some things there. Thank you very much. I'm trying to hate Cloyster. Why do you hate Cloyster? Granted, I was never the biggest fan of Cloyster. It was the Pokemon Penn State Pokemon Challenge that really gave me an appreciation for Cloyster. But other than that, yeah, I don't really care much for it. So I can Shell Smash? Shell Smash, Focus Sash, or what? Hello there, Mudkip. How are you doing? Good morning. I'm yawning and so sleepy, so I shall enjoy my one and voice while getting ready for bed. Very nice. Thank you. Sleep is always good, Connor Adventure. Sleep is always a good thing. Shell Smash, White Herb. Why White Herb? Focus Sash is so much better. Because it gets deleted by any special move anyway. It's better just to have the Sash so that you don't get deleted by it. So you can safely set it up. Yeah, the only issue that Cloyster really has is there's no water multi-hit move. So I don't think it even gets, like, Waterfall. Hell started back after me and just got home. Ah, I see. Understandable. Yeah. Daddy, understandable. Potentially later tonight we will play more Spoon. What's the next rotation of Salmon Run? Map and loadout. I'm most curious. Who pinged me? Oh, it wasn't. Okay. No. No pings. No pings allowed in this dojo. And by 99 degrees outside and I had to wear pants. Yikes. Yeah, it's a nice, cool, humid 77 here. And I went running today. That was not... Well, I mean, it wasn't terrible. It was a bit humid, but at least it wasn't, you know, the sun beating down on me at all hours of the day, which, you know, is not generally good. So I could go jogging for longer, which is good. Because again, gotta reason we are fish running. Again, what's the rotation, Mudkip? What is the rotation of the run fish? Ooh, the Sly Slosher sounds fun. I am okay with the Sly Slosher, help take out the fly fish. Alright, I can vibe with that. What else we got? Do we have, how many charge weapons do we have? How many bows, splatanas, and splatlings we got? Also, Mudkip, I don't think the Edit Heavy Splatling has its multiplayer turf war effect in Salmon Run. I'm not noticing any difference in its rate of fire partially charged versus fully charged. I don't think it has, like, the whole effect. I could be wrong, but I haven't been noticing that. Again, could be wrong, but I don't think I've noticed it. Splat Dualies, okay. Stamper and Rapid. Rapid Blaster, I assume? Nice, on board one. Very nice. So, is it the Rapid Blaster or the Rapid Blaster Pro? Because I prefer one over the other. Did I think of my sticky note? Also, I need 50 million now. No, I'm not going to give you that much yet. Where did you figure my post-it notes? Ah, there they are. There we go. Yeah, again, my desk is an absolute mess. My desk is a mess of everything. Yeah, it is interesting. I'm going to be having my matchup against Newtbox before I have my matchup against Gamers. Fun. I just realized that I haven't even bought the DLC. Yeah, I still need to go buy mine. I'm probably going to buy it, like, after stream today. I gotta play. I gotta play for that. You gotta vibe. Just realized I haven't. Yeah, the DLC. I'm looking forward to it. I do prefer it. I have 2 Asurian Zoroark codes. Now I have 2 Asurian Zoroark codes that I don't even need. Nice. Yeah, I bred for my shiny Asurian Zoroark. Well, then again, the Zoroark is not shiny from the event one. There's that. Would you trust me with an Apache? Yes. I would trust you with that much, Kit. I would indeed trust you with an Apache attack helicopter. Because you would go hunt down the Salmonoids with it. And burn down the Salmonoid nursing home. Which is a top-tier quote, by the way. Absolutely top-tier quote. I'm probably going to end up buying the DLC for both games. Attack helicopter time. Whoop whoop. But yeah, I'm probably going to buy both DLCs so I can get one for each game so I can shiny hunt, like, the stuff. I have a feeling you're going to be able to shiny hunt Walking Wake and the other Paradox Legendary Beast. I feel like they're going to make that possible. Because, again, I have a feeling that in Area Zero, they're going to open up that, like, that gateway, or, like, that cave, into that's where you're going to find the rest of them. Could be wrong, but I feel like that might happen. Or at least, like, you'll be able to get them after you finish, like, the storyline where they're in. Because, I mean, then again, because I thought that I really hope they don't make you pick one of what I have a feeling you're going to get all of them. So, Axe. Do you know in Area Zero that little cave where you can find Iron Valiant and Roaring Moon? Oh, thank you very much for that, Like a Chair. Thank you very much. Make sure the other account is both watching the stream for a while and also subscribe, because otherwise it'll get purged quickly. Okay, thank you for coming in, Like a Chair. Yeah. Basically, I'm pretty sure that floor, the floor with the weird patterns, I'm pretty sure that floor is just gonna open up and you're gonna go into a deeper part of the cave. Hello, David Doss. I'm doing very well. We're doing exceptionally well today. And there we go, we have hit the like goal. I'm gonna buy the DLC for Violet first. But if I can have the Paradox, if I can. See, that was also probably the best play, Mudkip. Like goal is you. Thank you very much, Drizzle. Thank you very, very much for that. And again, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, everyone. New like goal. New like, let's go to 28. Let's go to 28 likes for our new like goal. Replace my message. There we go. Thank you very much, Drizzle. Thank you very much. Yeah, do I love? Is that a Violet? I'm sorry, what? Casually, can you explain? We've gotten one already, as in, like, we got one from the last stream that we did. We have not gotten one today. Has anyone checked out a clip of Raging Bolt Iron Crown, the preview? That's not an Area Zero. That is an open area with, like, open sky. Because if you look, it looks like it's snowing in especially the Iron Crown one. So, I don't think that's going to be an Area Zero. Oh, nice! Very nice. Oh, I don't call it Cowface. Very nice. So what were you doing over on your end, Jaco? How you doing? go kick this out of Ilex. Can we stay here? Sorry, I forgot you were getting. Yeah, I mentioned that casual is still here. The new Terra type has days on. Is old. There's days all found out. Honestly, I feel like the new Terra type is just gonna be typeless. I think it's just gonna be like a typeless Terra type, as in you're not weak to anything. You're not weak to anything, but you're not super effective against anything, and it's just gonna make Terra Blast do like 120 base power with nothing. I think that's what's gonna happen with it. What have you here? Alley Burst and Shield. I know, but like, what were you doing? Were you doing Nuzlocke, a Shiny Hunt? Yeah, it's just neutral damage against anything. It just says it's effective, which is neutral damage. It's not super effective against anything. It's not resisted by anything. But I am wondering if it keeps your base typing. So, like, if you stay what your type was before. Oh, Thornfall Golden. Casual. And luck upgrade. No, do not. No cursed fusions. Cursed fusions are not allowed here. We do not allow cursed fusions. Cursed fusions are not allowed to exist. Cursed fusions. There should be no cursed fusions here. No casual. Bad. Don't even get the water spray bottle. Do not make me get the water spray bottle. Bad casual. Yeah, I got a plan. I'm probably gonna get... yes, only Mudkip is allowed to. All moves and tip of this colors. I have a feeling it's just Terra Blast. Because again, I think it's gonna be typeless. So you're just... You are without weakness, but you're without resistance. And if that's the case, I honestly don't think that the 19th Terra type is gonna be worth anything. There's no way it's going to be stab on everything, because if you actually look at the little animation thing, there's nothing on any of the other moves. Like, there's no, that little box thing that goes around them. Which makes me think it's not going to be the other one's going to get boosted. Maybe you get like a 10 or 20% power boost on all other moves to make it worth it, but if you're typeless and only Terra Blast is affected by that, I have a very strong suspicion that, like, it's gonna be a near worthless Terra type to actually use online. Because while the thought of, yeah, I can remove my weaknesses entirely is, like, a really, really cool idea, the problem is in competitive, a lot of what makes a lot of Pokemon really good is their resistance profile. It's their immunities. And if you shed your weaknesses... yeah, you have better survivability overall, but you also have theoretically worse survivability against, like, the things you want it to fight against. Because that's the main thing about a lot of Pokemon, is that they are good because they match up against certain other Pokemon. If they no longer have those resistance or those immunities, then they kind of get eviscerated. A lot of starter Pokemon in this chat, technically. I really don't have much high hope for the new Terra. Yeah, I don't really have high hopes for the new Terra anyway. I don't think it's going to be, like, too powerful. I think, if anything, it's going to be there to activate the terastallized form of, like, not Okidogi, Ogerpon and Terrapagos, where it's just to activate their Terraform, and it's mostly going to have some effect with them. But for, like, the general Pokemon populace, it's not really going to do much. I don't think it's going to do. It'll only be useful on sweepers, get the initial setup. Not good at all. Yeah, I don't think that the 19th Terra is going to be, like, too impactful. You know, maybe some Pokemon will want, like, I guess maybe something that has, like, a really, really good offensive typing, like Alolan Sandslash, but has a really garbage defensive typing. But even then, just terastallize into, like, a different type, like water, and then you're perfectly fine. Because then you have a super effective move for, like, a lot of other things with Terra Water. So it's this weird thing of... there has to be something about this new Terra type we just don't know. Because there's no way it's just going to be a Terra Blast booster. Like, there is no possible way. Because remember, from the initial video we saw, that was the Excalibur against the Dragonite. So we know Terra Blast 19th Terra doesn't turn into any types of what you are naturally, because if it was Dragon or Ice, it would be super effective against Dragonite. Which is why I think it's just going to be neutral against everything. It's basically just a better version of a normal type move at that point, which I find hilarious. Also, I'm going to need to go get some more water in a little bit. Again, hydrate or dihydrate. Hydrate only to outlive your enemies is always the correct course of action. We are. Right. One more egg. Yeah, I look forward to seeing the rest of the EBL matchup this week. Apparently this week of the EBL is going to be interesting. Yeah, I just do not look up Cursed Fusions. I do not have any desire to look up Cursed Fusions. But peace. Have a good night. Thank you very much for popping in. I'm going to go get some more water. Be back in a sec. Maybe back as a Terraform, and it was a hint or otherwise, I have no idea. I'm pretty sure they showed Excalibur with the terastallized crown on it. I don't think anything other than Terapagos and Ogerpon. I keep blanking on Ogerpon's name. I don't think they're going to have anything other than that for them. Because this is the one thing Pokemon's been trying to get better at, is not make their super mechanics overpowered. They definitely are aware people have kind of had it with the OP super mechanics, and I think they're trying to dial that back. Because, like, you know, you had Megas, you have G-Maxes, you had Z-Moves, and it's like, a lot of those things are just kind of insane. No, oh my gosh, Mudkip, no. Do not feed Mudkip more ideas. We do not need to feed Mudkip ideas. More Cursed Fusions. It's gonna be interesting to see. I don't think that, I mean, it could have a Terraform, but I don't... The only real question is, what would the Terraform do? Because it doesn't change Terra Blast's type to mimic what your type naturally is. You know, that's kind of the main question, is what would a Terraform even do? If, you know, other things get them, is the main question. And even then, I'm wondering if they're just not even going to do much. Ooh, interesting. Timmy's next opponent is going to be the Boomer himself, Sly. I will need to ensure Timmy is victorious over the Boomerman Sly. I will need to ensure from my consultation. I don't even think it's going to buff the stats. Because, like, I think it's more so it's just going to be typeless. Because the problem with the buffing all those stats is at that point, that's just Mega Evolution. You know, it's... I mean, the only thing I think with damage is, I don't know, it's like... I mean, the information for it probably already exists online, if it does exist. But I'm pretty sure the only two Pokemon that have Terraforms is going to be Ogerpon and Terapagos. Yes, also, everyone check out the Boomer clip of Sly Guy. The only person to kill himself in Tears of the Kingdom with a boomerang. Volcarona equals Golden Sun. Volcarona is a top tier friendly. I'm not even going to be facing off against the Volcarona against Pidge. I got a plan for it, though. I very much have a plan against him. Because the main issue with him is he has that actually other leagues and Terraform. Interesting. I mean, I guess that makes sense, but also I feel like the Terraforms would be present in at least the coding of it, because it's the same coding as the game, but also that's a fair point. But even, that's not technically a leak, that's a data mine. Which, data mines and leaks are actually very intrinsically different. They're fundamentally very different. Hey, welcome in, Smart Fox! I saw you came in yesterday from, Domestic Fishy. How are you doing? Thank you very much for tuning in. Glad to have you here. Actually, is Psycho Cut a contact move? Is it a contact move? Interesting. Psycho Cut is non-contact. I don't even know that. Actually, does Psycho Cut make contact? And, I mean, well, it doesn't make contact. Sorry, little EBL prep thing. And I just noticed a thing that I may potentially want to use. Dang. Oh, wait, it does two-shot. Ooh. Actually, that might be my play. That, ooh. Okay, noted. Noted. That is a final adjustment. I'm so glad I looked that up. Because that gives me my one out against Volcarona. Because that also means I now don't need that move, which means if I inflict that on the thing, I am golden! Yep. The legendary notebook. Yeah, for those who don't know and may be unfamiliar with the memes, when I do my battle prepping, because right now I'm in a thing called the Elite Battle League, I take my notes for battling. I take very, very extensive, detailed notes, and I note them down in the notebooks. On my desk, I have it like no less than 5 notebooks on my desk at any given time. Oh, thank you very much, Smart Fox. Thank you very much for that. Comes the notebook. Yes, Splatfest is going to be fantastic tomorrow. Question is, what is the team you're going with? Because there was only one objectively correct team, and it's Big Man. No, did not mean to get the Chandelure. And also, yes, all of these are Beast Ball Duraludon, and they all have a 0 speed ID. I specifically bred them with the health item to give all the Duraludon a 0 speed ID. Many thanks for that. Shiver, Savage. I mean, Shiver's not bad. Shiver, not bad. Did we switch boxes? There we go. There we go. Nice looking for, yep, looking for Trick Room is hard to see. Upper body is... But yeah, the reason why I'm going for Trick Room is based on its description. It's a very low speed Pokemon. So it's always good to have a 0 speed one, just in case. Like, the fact that they gave that thing stamina is absolutely unholy. That thing is gonna be a nightmare and a half to deal with. Because just body press shenanigans will be shenaniganizing. Which I'm always a fan of, because again, I love Duraludon, and I love my Dragon Steels. But that's gonna be a nightmare to deal with. Send me 1 egg or 2 to make these scrambled eggs. But trying to cut back on the eggs. For those who don't know, I actually like really, really enjoy eggs for breakfast. I've been trying to cut back on them because trying to lose a bit of weight. But if you need one of these eggs, I can save you one of the non-shiny ones. One of the spare ones, because all these are non-shiny. Oh, I'll be using it on every team. I love it. I love Duraludon. It's so fun. Yeah, I used Duraludon a lot in VGC Sword and Shield. It was just fun. And I look forward to seeing it used in VGC Scarlet Violet. It's going to be very fun. Highly entertaining. I wonder what the best Terra type for it is going to be, though. I feel like probably Terra Water might be best. But again, Terra Fairy could also be best. Depends on Terra Fairy. I know a lot of people are thinking like Terra Flying, but it's like the problem with Terra Flying is that flying offensively is not a very good typing. And really, it a lot of things are actually good against flying that are very good. Which is a bit of a problem. I wonder what... Well, it's probably going to be a special focus Pokemon. That's a stupid question. I've got only 2 or 3 shinies. But a shiny is indeed a shiny. That is a very factual statement. A shiny is a shiny is a shiny is a shiny. Always appreciate the shiny sparkles. Take care of it and raise it well. You will indeed raise it well. I look forward to it. But yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what we get for everything in the DLC. I got a plan. I have plans. Rose buffed its ability. Well, they didn't really buff its ability. Its ability's the same. They just changed... They just changed what its abilities are. Because heavy metal and light metal were completely garbage on Duraludon normally. It never uses weight-based moves. It always wanted freaking Stalwart. Because in a world where redirection was kind of big, Stalwart was fantastic. But now, well, Stamina is a legitimate contender now. What are we hidden? I have a feeling it will probably be still Stalwart. I don't think they're going to give it, like, an electric stat ability. The reason why is that it's a new move, Electro Shot, boosts special attack after usage. So, like, it's like Meteor Beam, essentially. And I don't think they're going to give it, like, stab. I mean, they could give it that, but I feel more likely, like, Volt Absorb or Lightning Rod would be a more likely change for hidden ability rather than Stalwart. Well, I feel more likely if they were to change the hidden ability from Stalwart. Lightning Rod would be a more likely contender than an electric damage increase ability. But, there we go. That is true. But there's also a lot of Pokemon that have, descriptions in their, like, Pokedex entries that are things that they cannot actually do in-game. A wild Rosie has indeed appeared. How are you doing, Rosie? How is Rosie doing? There we go. Multi-select. We're just doing a little bit of shiny hunting. Hope you're doing okay, Rosie. Hope you are doing that. But, I mean, it could, but I don't... I think most likely would be just, like, Lightning Rod, because Lightning Rod does also increase its special attack power when Electric is in play. Can wait to run a beat-up set next to Farigiraf. What does Farigiraf have? Get stuck. I get to be stuck as Sprigatito for the next 2 weeks. Why are you stuck as Sprigatito? Oh, you change your name and you're stuck with it for 2 weeks because you can't change your name again. Right, I forgot about that. That's why I don't change my name. Oh, beat up on the Farigiraf, as in the Farigiraf knows beat up. Okay. I was like, why would you use beat up into a Farigiraf? Now I understand. Bluebirdo, and I forgot until after I changed it to Sprigatito. Skill issue, Rosie. Skill issue. Exactly, see, Mudkip's got it right, skill issue. It's always a skill issue. Oh, nice, one more like and we get to our like goal. Fun. We're gonna have another... Well, then why are you telling us to shut up? It's accurate. We're gonna have another episode going up later tonight of, Let's Play things. Would recommend everyone checking out those. We do all kinds of recorded content here. I believe tonight it's actually going to be Pikmin 4. Because yesterday, I'm pretty sure it was Kirby. And then the day before that, I know it was Metroid. Yeah. We do record stuff in addition to things. Okay, Smart Fox. Understand. Freaking beat up to get to this story. That's very fun. I mean, I feel like, well, Cloyster might be a bit of a better call for that, because that way you can have the Cloyster use, like, Rock Blast onto the ARCHALUDON. And then that would get up to +5. And if Trumbeak can, well, if Toucan gets back into the game and Trumbeak, then you can use Trumbeak with Skill Link to do the same thing. I'm annoyed if I'm releasing Wednesday, a very annoying work day. Oh, it's a Wednesday, right? It is weird. I forgot about that. Good to know. Good to know. Okay. I very much look forward to that. Alright, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a good day. There we go. Yeah, it's so much slower to hatch eggs in this game. I'm still a little split as to whether I prefer this method or the one in Scarlet Violet. But I vastly prefer, like, the speed of hatching that Scarlet Violet has. Because it's about 3 times as fast. Because you have, in Scarlet Violet, they actually just cut in half the number of steps you would need to walk in order to hatch an egg for everything. And then there's also the egg power, which, like, further even reduces. It's not exactly a third, but, like, it's reduced beyond just simply cutting it in half, even though which is kind of insane. You know, you cut it in half, and it's like, we get like 10% of that, you know, speed it up by, what, 10%, and that's still ridiculous. That's like an absurd amount of speed for everything. I'm very happy for it. The only annoying part about breeding and hatching eggs in Scarlet Violet is, like, collecting the eggs can take longer. But for me, I like it because I can just, okay, just put the game down, do some other stuff like exercise, edit videos, and things like that. Passively, the time the eggs are just collecting and accumulating every, like, 5 minutes is going to match a bunch of times. So there's a give and take. You know, with this, you can hatch eggs while you're collecting new ones, but overall, it's a much slower speed. I guess it's sort of a thing where there's eventually a point at which one method becomes vastly faster. Because I can generally collect about, like, what, 300-400 eggs in a single afternoon in Scarlet Violet. And, yo, what? So I get, what, about, you just level up 50 eggs every sandwich. So that would be 300 eggs, would be, so 1 to 2 of them is 1, so 100 eggs would be an hour. About 3 hours to do that, and then to hatch all of them would be, what, maybe 3 hours itself? Whereas, you know, with this one, it's like, I'm hatching vastly less eggs in the same amount of time. So actually, no, Scarlet Violet is definitely faster. Definitely significantly faster. But there's definitely a range. You know, I mean, obviously for certain things, you know, I guess maybe if you get your shiny within the first probably 30 eggs, this method would be faster. But if it, like, goes beyond 30 eggs, it's probably, you know, the Scarlet Violet method and the Pseudo-Hunting is actually faster, which is interesting. Because if you're breeding eggs en masse, that means default Scarlet Violet is the faster way. You just gotta be really on that multitasking grind set. You can always reload the game once you have more than 500 eggs. This will minimize the egg gathering at SP. That is also true, but with the Pokemon Home being released, and you can mass releasing Pokemon Home, there really isn't that big of a problem. You know, when it comes to just mass releasing stuff. But yeah, Scarlet Violet is vastly a faster way. Apparently I got timed out. I was away from my phone during the time I was timed out, but I'm back. Okay. Yeah, no, Scarlet Violet is a vastly faster method of... Scarlet Violet is a vastly faster method of hatching eggs when taken together. It's just that it feels longer because we have to be inactive for a part of it. It's a lot like for the same reason why, despite... by pure math, the Legends Pokédex takes vastly longer to actually complete. In terms of number of Pokemon you actually need and, like, again, the amount of time it actually takes, it feels shorter because you don't need to wait on people for version exclusives or, you know, things like Gengar, which are trade required if you get the link cable in the game. It's one of the interesting, like, just psychological things about us, where if you take something out of our control, it feels longer. Why is he doing the hunt? Yeah, he is doing a female shiny Squeaky one today. The Boomer is always a fool. The Boomer is a fool. Version exclusives are a lot better nowadays. Yeah. Pretty much. But it's still that thing of you need someone else to get the version exclusive, which is why, again, when something is taken out of your control, it always feels like it takes longer. It's like why a lot of people think that, like, Alola is just such a slow game because of all the cutscenes, when the reality is, it's actually generally faster than most of the games that preceded it. It's just because during those cutscenes you can't button mash A to get them over with. You don't feel that feedback stimulus. You know, when you press the A button to move past the text box, you feel like, oh, you're actually doing something, and it doesn't feel like it takes long. If you basically had like a minute of just mashing A through text, and 50 seconds of just watching a cutscene play out, people would probably say the cutscene felt longer. Get those trade codes, especially. Yeah, that's one of the great things about, like, online, is that people are aware of, like, oh, people need version exclusives. We will help everyone get the version exclusives. Then they start doing things like that. It's such a good thing. It's gonna be interesting when, it's gonna be interesting to see. Yeah, like, version exclusives are definitely an antiquated part of the series. Version exclusives are one of those things that they really should do away with, because the idea of them just kind of no longer applies. Back when these games were, like, you know, in-person, you had to trade, and even back when it was in-person trading, it didn't actually work, because people didn't actually do that en masse. They would just buy two different systems and then cancel trade between themselves. Kind of the problem of, like, again, the initial concept of it is that, where that had more to do with, like, the mentality of people back then, where Pokemon wasn't really, like, widely accepted to be, like, played by people, you know, which was part of the stigma against it. These days, of course, that stigma is almost completely gone, where you're not really made fun of for liking Pokemon anymore, which is very weird. That was how things used to be, which, again, kept a lot of people from, you know, wanting to be open about playing Pokemon, so they just, if they wanted to get the exclusive, they had to go trade with other people. That's where the whole, like, the meme and joke of, oh, you're trading, oh, you just buy two different systems, and you trade between yourselves, kind of really stems from, is that it was not, like, socially acceptable to be playing Pokemon, so you didn't really tell people you play Pokemon, so you never really did trade with other people. But now, of course, you know, it's acceptable to play Pokemon now. So, it's the past. The past sucked. People, I'm surprised they did away with version exclusive. Yeah, I'll be real. Version exclusive gym leaders, to me, don't really matter that much. Like, I don't know. I guess for me, it's the case of I see the functionality more than, like, the individual little nitty-gritty changes. That's why, whenever it comes to, like, version exclusive Pokemon, I actually don't really have a preference for games, because I'm going to be playing the game to completion anyway and getting all the Pokemon into one singular file. It's just a matter of eventually they're going to get there. So the version exclusives for me are never really a big decider because I'm getting both games anyway, and I'm going to get them all into one version anyway. So it's for me, it's more practical. And likely that's what their reasoning for doing away with version-exclusive gym leaders is. Because they've only done version-exclusive gym leaders in Sword and Shield and Black and White, base Black and White, because Black and White 2, there's no version-exclusive gym leaders. Each of them is just 2 games. Which, coincidentally, were also 2 of the games that got blasted the absolute most. There's a little amusing irony that existed there. Also, we have hit our like goal. Thank you very much to whoever smashed that like goal. Hello there, Divine Crawl. That is a name right there. If you guys haven't done so already, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for more. But welcome, it has indeed been a while. Let's get our like goal up to 34. Get our like goal up to 34. Thank you very much. Replace pin message. Yeah, I'm kind of glad we were starting to do these like goal things. It's been a while since we've done that. But you know what, let's do it. Vibe. You do a little vibe. But how are you doing? Hope you're doing well. We're just hunting Duraludon here. Well, we're hunting for Archaludon via Duraludon. Oh, nice! No good attack. That's obviously the ideal way it should be, but no. Hunting for yeah, I mean, ideally you want a 0 attack IV for a special attack, but it's like, for me, I don't use... Like, Foul Play is a very remote move. I don't really feel the need to go for it as heavily as I know a lot of people, like, do. Even though, I do wonder, how many people who don't, like, gen Pokemon actually use 0 and 1 IV, like, attack stuff? I do wonder that. Because eventually I probably will go hunt for a 0 attack IV Flutter Mane. If I ever go to competitions, I probably will use it. We'll go and use that one. But for now, I'm just going to use my shiny. But even then, maybe. They all do because of it. It's more so because of Foul Play, because, like, Confusion as a status, you never see Confusion in competitive. It's too unreliable of a status condition. Because Confuse Ray as a move is terrible. And, like, all the various, like, worse versions of, like, Confusion, like Supersonic and stuff like that, like, those are not very good. It's more so because of Foul Play that they run it. But even then, not many things actually run Hurricane. Realistically, like, you have a few flying types of, like, Pelipper that run Hurricane, but very few Pokemon do run Hurricane. And even that's like a 30% chance of reflecting Hurricane, particularly Hurricane. It's mostly because of Foul Play, because Foul Play uses your own attack stat, and you've got Pokemon like a Moongus, Moongus, Murkrow that have Foul Play to rebound it. To a degree, kind of Zoroark, but even then you don't see Zoroark doing much. It's Zoroark. It's a fairly remote... Again, like, that's one of the reasons why I don't really stress over, like, the 0 attack IV on things, because it's such a remote move that you're not really going to run into it all that much. It's like, 0 speed is far more valuable than a 0 attack IV, because 0 speed, you can control for Trick Room. But 0 attack, if you're going up against something that doesn't use Foul Play, the 0 attack doesn't realistically matter. Now, if you're using something like, say, Power Up the Guard Foot. Also, once I gotta open the door for my brother. But yeah, it's one of those things that in most cases realistically doesn't matter. Like, Flutter Mane and I would say Indeedee are probably like the 2 big examples of when it kind of does. But even like with Flutter Mane, it's specifically because it's special. Its physical defense is just so horrendously non-existent that it does end up mattering a little bit more. But in most cases, I would say the zero speed is far more valuable than the zero attack. Again, the zero attack comes into play. The zero speed comes into play far more than the zero speed comes into play far more than the zero attack. Blech. Again, words are hard. I can't speak. Word soup. But yeah, you don't really see Hurricane all that much. You generally see it if it's like Pelipper, or I believe Zapdos is pretty much the only other Pokemon that runs Hurricane. Specifically because I think it's the only special flying attack that isn't Special Terra Blast that Zapdos gets its hands on. In the modern games. I know that in some of the older games it did get like a Air Cutter, but legacy moves do not exist in the modern games. It's funny seeing like little pop-ups that come up on like this, not on like Reddit about how much people don't like the Mewtwo raids. Those are too common enough. You just about to deal with that. I don't really see Zapdos all that much. I've never really seen it. I mean, again, if I can get a zero attack version of it, I definitely will go for it. But if I don't, I won't like overly stress about it, because eventually I will get one. Because when I go to Worlds, like if I ever go to Worlds, you know, in like major competitions, I definitely will go and do that. But until that day happens, I'll kind of stick with like my basic stuff now, as I slowly work on accumulating the best things. And again, we never know if they will add in some sort of like anti-bottle cap thing, which I really hope they do add in some sort of anti-bottle cap feature, because it would just, I don't know, it would be nice to get out. It will be nice. Two more eggs in the rotate. Very good. One more egg in the rotate. Very good. Yeah, that's interesting. So it does actually take it down. That's good. That's actually a really good thing to know. I got a lot of VGC styles. Yeah, I mean, I also do a lot of VGC, but for me, it is, like, the zero attack doesn't come up nearly as often, like, to worry about as much. But if the opportunity presents itself, I will definitely have that. Yeah, I have a zero attack Ditto as well, but it's that my zero attack Ditto is not a Masuda Ditto. And I guess, like, this is, like, the priority list for me. If the Pokemon is a Trick Room Pokemon, I will breed a zero speed version of the thing to Masuda Hunt with the zero speed version. And if it is a special, but if it's a special attacker for Trick Room, I will go with the zero speed first. If it is just a Trick Room, if it's a non-Trick Room special attacker, so like, say, Magnezone. Actually, not a Magnezone. Gengar, I guess, is a good, like, example for that. If it's a very speedy special attacker, then I would use a Masuda Ditto with a zero attack Ivy, Ghastly, to get the zero attack Gengar from that. So the order of priority for me is the zero speed, then the zero attack. It's on special attackers. But for, like, everything else, it would be the zero speed, the zero physical attack if it's just a special attacker in general. That's kind of my way of doing things. But I definitely get why people like do go over that. So for me, it's more a thing of what is the more likely one to come into play. But how are you doing, Mr. Jared Man Guy? Mr. J. Rad Man Dude. So Jared, how do you beat the Shadow Pokemon raids in Pokemon Go? Because I got absolutely smacked around by a Shadow Magmar today. And I was using Kyogre and Rhyperior. And I was getting just slapped around by that thing, and using the Purified Stones. So I require a little bit of assistance with that. I always like figuring out what to do with them. Use a 3-star level, tier 3 Shadow Magmar raid. How many Shadow Fragment Purified Gem thingies do you need in order to actually beat the level 3-star raids like to solo them? Do you need like 20 of them? Like I went through like 6 of them, and we didn't beat it. Well, I didn't beat it, but I was soloing it. Here's no. Zero attack, Ditto, 0, speed Ditto. I have a 0 attack, Ditto, 0 speed Ditto, a 0 speed and 0 attack Ditto, and a 6 IV Ditto. Nice. I don't really breed as much for the perfect IV Ditto, mostly because you can only pass down 1 IV from a given Pokemon. You need the Destiny not to pass down 5 IVs, but it's 5 IVs randomly from the total parents. So you can't really ensure which one is passing down. But yeah, for me, I have a 0 attack IV Ditto, a 0 speed IV Ditto, and a Masuda Ditto. And I just use bottle caps for everything else. For me, the bottle caps is just my go-to, because I don't need... when Shadow Pokemon on the Shadow Raid hits half health, they enter in Rage state that boosts their attack and defense. You purify them with gems to subdue them. Okay, but how many gems do you need to use, and how often do you need to use the gems? Because it was like, I had to use multiple gems, and it just did not work. I had multiple ones, and they did not work at all. Yeah, I mean, I guess maybe at some point I'm gonna need to go out and just like really go aggro on just like taking down a whole bunch of the Team Rocket raids. Not Team Rocket raids, Team Rocket, Team Rocket Pokestops, that's the right word. Why is that moving around? Mary, why the freak was that thing moving around? That was weird. Glad I noticed that. I got a plan. I got a plan. So, okay, I'm gonna go check out Pidge's predictions on the EBL thing after this. That'll be fun. That'll be a fun match. I'm pretty sure I know what Pidge is gonna say for, like, our matchup. How many gems it takes exactly? Back when I had Shadow Mewtwo raids for a weekend, someone said it took 8 gems. Well, that's probably 8 gems with multiple people fighting the Mewtwo. So that's probably, you know, different than, like, a solo. Which, yo. Because I wouldn't be surprised with, like, every, like, set increment of health. Not sure the numbers consistent for Shadow Raid here. Yeah, it's probably, like, the Mewtwo one is different than the other ones because it gets multiple people. But I'll be interested to know that. I will need to figure that out. I wonder if it's possible to brute force through it without using the gems, though. But I don't think that will be possible. Yeah, they really do not want you to be able to solo those things. Also, I think each player can only use up to 5 purified gems per... Oh my gosh. I used all of mine then. I had 5... Well, I had 6 of them, but I used all but 1 of them. Oh, that feels so bad. I'm gonna need to go on a Team Rocket wipeout spree then. We're gonna need to go and wipe out Team Rocket then. Sounds fun. It's Revengeance time. It's time for the Revengeance. Metal Gear Rising Revengeance? Maybe when? Sorry for the delay. Signal strength isn't the best for a moment. I mean, it's understandable, Jared. Very understandable. Especially after, you know, the burnt ricotta cheese event from last night. Very understandable. Very understandable. It's gonna be fun. Also, do you have any Litwick, Jared? Because I think I should still have a bunch of Litwick, like Litwick and Cranidos. Because I think I should still have a bunch of Litwick and Cranidos back from, college location. Which, if you get, like, two phones, you could probably just trade over a bunch of my, like, distance Litwick for, like, you know, just candies and mirrors. So I can get some luck. Because I was doing a bunch of trades with Volcanic. And our luck is just stupid. We got 5 straight lucky trades. And all of them were lucky Axew for me. I sent him a bunch of, Froakie. Just got 5 straight trades of luckies. Which was one of them was a 98% Axew. And then, another was 100% Axew. It was fun. All I know is a 3-star Gligar kicked my ass like Hank Hill when the temperature got a single degree hotter. Ah, I must have gone over to Sunny. Interesting. That does not sound fun. That does not sound like a fun time. That is not a fun experience. I feel Gligar would probably be easier to handle because it's double weak to ice. And like, yeah, Mamos 1 and Galarian Darm. Galar who, I have a feeling in one of these weeks the EVL is going to be an absolute legend. Galarian Darm is going to be the hero we needed. Which is going to be glorious. I'm looking forward to that fight. But I'm mostly looking forward to my fight against Sly Guy. That's not going to be fun. But, well then again, he's got to get past Timmy. You know, he's got to beat Timmy. Which I am firmly in the corner of Timmy B. I'm firmly on Timmy B's side for, like, that matchup. Because his team's terrifying. I think Timmy, like, bar none in the EVL, has the best team. Even better than mine. And I will fully admit, I think his team is better than mine. Because the thing about with my team, and this is the thing I noticed about a bunch of the other teams in the EVL, is that we each have good Pokemon. You know, like, I have, you know, out of my 9 Pokemon, I have, like, say, maybe, like, you know, 4, like, absolute all-stars. But Timmy, the overall level of his Pokemon, other than, of course, his restricted, because the restricted are the restricted, and they're just generally, like, really, really good. The overall level of, like, his non-restricted packs is just all very consistently good. They probably don't hit the same highs as, like, you know, some single restricted, some single non-restricted that the others have, but in general, it's consistency, which is the key for him. You know, like I've got Togekiss and Gastrodon, which I would say Togekiss, Gastrodon, and Galarian and Darm are, like, really threatening. But I wouldn't say, like, Chandelure is, like, a super threatening Pokemon. I wouldn't say that Galvantula is, like, a super threatening Pokemon. They're much easier to handle. Now, Gyarados is a threatening Pokemon, but I wouldn't say it's nearly that threatening. Wow. I don't even remember what weather it was. All I know is I got absolutely toastered. I'm so glad other people are subsuming my comment of toastered as a phrase. I'm so happy for that. I do love saying toastered as just an expression of things. Because, like, it's better than saying, oh yeah, I got absolutely wrecked. Just saying toastered is like, toastered? I don't know, it amuses me. It amuses me more than, you know, other stuff. I don't know. Could be me. It could be me. But we're doing okay. Oh boy, Echo's sending me more memes. Oh boy, Echo is sending more memes. That generally means one of two things. Either they're going to be super cursed, or it's going to be absolutely top tier hilarious. Or both! Both is good. Both is generally the ideal. It's funny, week 4 is actually that. As a Litwick, I'll have to check. I've got my box maxed out and go, so I've been trying to get better about cleaning the box. I may already have transferred any shiny spirit. Any non-transfers. I mean, just let me know what you have in your game that is, like, tradable stuff en masse. Because I would be happy to offload some things in exchange for some things for, like, stuff. Because, like, I've got a bunch of, like, Darumaka that I can definitely trade you. I got Darumaka, I got, like, Litwick, I got a bunch of Emolga for some reason. Probably gonna like, bin those at some point. They were probably good for like the GBL at some point. Which is why I held on to them, and I was like, okay, they'll get bin. Also, if you want to trade any like starters from Paldea to try and get some luckies, I'd be down for that. Toaster does indeed roll off the tongue superior. But yeah, we can work out some trade things later. We can work out some of that stuff. I got a better plan. Zacian. I do still love how Zacian's name is literally just Zacian. It's nothing more than Za plus colors for the sword legendaries, the sword and shield legendaries. I love that. I don't know. It's just, You don't need overly complicated names of Pokemon for like origins. You just need some silly names at times. Just some silly names. Just some silly names. Gastrodon to Chabstrodon. Yeah, I got Mannequin. Well, how did I break Galarian down from my previous? Beat our Mannequin, right? So I'm going to yellow on average. Beat our Mannequin. Toaster, indeed, the Toaster Rising. The Toaster Rising has to be done. Fast as it is for the Toaster Rising. Always do Toaster Rising. Oh, yeah. Toaster never fry. Yeah. Not sure how long we're actually going to be live again for the rest of the thing. But, yeah, this was good. Just a fun stream. We'll try and go to at least 2 hours. I want to keep pushing, like, my mental non-fatigue, I guess is the best thing. Because this is sort of the thing that I'm trying to like get better about, is because I go running a bit more nowadays, I want to get better about can I stream after I go running and work on that mental fortitude so I don't get exhausted nearly as easily as I used to. Because you look at the first day of me going back and running, I was absolutely just clocked out of it after like an hour, and then the next time was an hour and a half. Now I want to push to 2 hours. So we slowly work on getting better. Slowly improve. I do love how most of my EVL team this season is just, they all start with G. So I get Gyarados, Galarian Darm, Galvantula, Grimmsnarl, Gastrodon. 5 of my 9 are just start with G, which is fun. Well, technically Galarian Darm starts with G. It's Darmanitan Galar, but like it's Galarian Darmanitan is also the term for it. Alright, check most of my stuff. Most of the stuff I have en masse are costume Pokemon regional exclusives or event exclusive like Unknown, although I caved and transferred about 50 Unknown to take up space. So many Unknown. So many Unknown. I mean, they call it Unknown because you want to unknown it. But yeah, I mean, we can do some trade stuff. I mean, also we can just like trade some legendaries at some point. Yeah, like every day or so, like start working on some legendary special trades to try and, clear out our space. Because I could also deal with clearing out some space. And I know a lot of my stuff is from college. Some of my legendaries and stuff. I would very much like Lucky Fuecoco. I'll make a point. Thank you. Do you have any Fuecoco at the moment? because I do have Fuecoco. I have several Fuecoco. I would be very happy to trade Fuecoco Bean with you. To get more to get lucky Fuecoco Bean. I am a big fan of the Fue. It is the Fue. Also, what do you call a roadway that Skeletors run on? Highway Coco. Get it? Highway. Go-go. Highway. Sly is being boring, I'm back. Welcome back, Mudkip! How are you doing? The Mudkip has returned from the boring boomer man. And I already want to leave. I'm sorry, Mudkip. I'm making silly puns about Skeletors. Hey, just remember, Mudkip. Am I worse than Sly? Or is Sly worse than me? There's objectively only one correct answer here. And you know Sly's worse than me. The man needs to learn to stop touching grass. He needs to learn. You both have your moments. Yes, but my moments are fewer and far between, and generally very deliberate. Sly's are not. I deliberately try to be an idiot at times, Mudkip. That's just naturally how Sly is. That's the important part. That is the incredibly important part of both of us. We both have our moments of stupidity. How close is it to hatching? They gotta be close to hatching. I mean, I know Duraludon has a very long egg cycle. So there is that. But I don't think it was that long. We both have our moments. We got a plan. Again, guys, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. We're gonna go tomorrow. Yeah, I think what we'll do is we'll probably cap out at about 2 hours in total. I have an auto catcher, and I've been doing work, train with Pokestop in rank past 2 days. I do indeed have Pokestop. Good. Do you have a second phone you could trade with, Jared? Because if so, offloading Fuecoco would be ideal. Potentially ideal. That would be ideal. So, because that way we can both offload a bunch of Pokemon, and, get some good Fuecoco, potentially. Then when Volcanic and I were trading, we got just a crap ton of Luckies. If Sly gets on the mail today, you should call him and tell him to stop touching grass, watch JoJo, and go spend time with Midnight. Exactly. It's like JoJo Bizarre Adventure, the most wholesome of couples anime. Oh, right. He's got Rayquaza. Rayquaza's like 95 speed. Rotomo. Altaria. Lantern. But yeah, Mudkip. This is gonna be a fun... So, I mentioned this a little bit earlier, I don't think you were here for. But I'm having my Week 4 Elite Battle League matchup before my Week 3 matchup. I'm probably gonna be having my Week 4 matchup, like, this weekend. I have a bunch of Shundos in my Pokemon Go. I have several of them. Most of which were stupid lucky ones. Like, as in, like, I got them from either a lucky trade, as in a trade that went lucky, or with, like, research or a raid Pokemon. I don't have one. I think it's, like, 6 or 7. I have a significant number of them. I mean, that's fine, Jared. We'll be able to do it when, We'll be able to do it another time. But just make sure to keep stocking up on, Fuecoco. They should be distance Fuecoco, right? You're more than 100 kilometers away from where we are right now, right? I think? That should be the case. I think. And again, guys, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for more. I believe I have a Shundo Yellow Call, that's it. I know for a fact I have 3 Shundos, one of which is my shiny Lucky Latios, which my friend and I, we had lucky friends. We both had very meh shiny Latios from a raid we both did. And then we both did the exact same raid, and we both got shiny Latios in it, and they were both meh. So when we hit lucky friends, like, when we hit lucky friends, we will mirror trade this and try and get good ones. We both got perfects from that trade, which was glorious. Then I know my 2 others are my 2 shiny perfect Raikou. Which, that was during Raikou Raid Day, like, years ago, where one of my friends took my phone to do the raid for me because I couldn't actually leave because I had an exam at the time the raid was going on. And of the 5 raids he did with my phone, I got 3 shinies. 2 of which were shiny perfects. Which was frickin' glorious. Everyone hated my guts after that. The main reason for that was I was legitimately, like, mad shit-talking Raikou in Go, because it's like, well, you know in, like, 5 months they're gonna be releasing Unova. And when they release Zekrom, Zekrom is just gonna be better. The reason why, they've been doing with all the historic legendaries. They make the next generation always better than the current generation, because it sells raid passes. You know, they saw from when they released Dialga and Palkia, people did not care for Palkia when they first released it, because it was worse than Rayquaza. The only reason we went for Dialga was with the Dragon, that's not with the Dragon. It was reliable. But, if they keep doing that, no one's gonna care. And I was like, no, Raikou is still the best. It was like, and then they did it, and then Raikou, without paste by Zekrom, was like, yeah, Zekrom was better. It's like, this is why I said it. And everyone hated me, because I was, like, dunking on this thing. It was like, in 5 months, we're gonna get Zekrom. I'm saving my rare can. I'm not powering up 2 perfect shiny Raikou, because we know Zekrom's better. So, like, I mean, yes, a little bit of a dick thing for me to say, but also, like, I'm overly practical, which is a problem for me. Because, like, for me, it's like, I had just recently started, so, like, I'm not gonna sync rare candy with Pokemon that I know is gonna get outclassed. Because, like, I'm also, like, utility as a Dragon type, was the other part. But again, and as it turned out, I actually, like, stopped playing Go, I think, before, like, around the time, I think, like, Zekrom, well, then it was around, like, Generation 6 when I stopped playing, because I went back, I left college, because I locked down. One of the last things I remember in Go was actually the Yellow Call raids. That is distinctly one of the last things I recommend. There we go. Loot box. There we go, I've got my team written down for loot box. My Go days are over with the current city. Yeah, the only reason I play Go is just as a way of, like, motivating me to go out running. I want to get more UVs from my players around me. That's what Remote Raid Pass for. Yeah, the thing about Go for me is I use it just as an exercise aid, where it's like, yeah, I want to get, you know, some, like, lucky stuff I like. But, right, I'm still pissed. Getting confused during the Yoto tour and spamming NK rates the whole day. I'm pretty sure a lot of people got confused about that, if I recall correctly. But yeah. Yeah, I don't really play Go anymore, like, as actually things. I used to, like, do the battling stuff a lot, but it's like, I don't really do it, because it's lame. Pokegenie is your friend. Oh yeah, it was like a raid remote coordinating thing on Pokegenie, I think. There should be still going on that. Yeah, that's a thing. That is a thing. Yeah, I don't think I actually ended up getting shiny Entei. I'm pretty sure I got Suicune, but I didn't get Entei. Yeah, I got a bunch of shiny Psystrike Mewtwo, and one of my friends who like they raid a lot more. Like they buy premium raid pass and do a lot of them. I just would do like my daily raid, and I got I think in total like 3 or 4 shiny Mewtwo with Psystrike, where in like the 20, like I think it was like 18 raids total I did, and they did I think well over like 30 to 40, maybe even 60 I think, and they still hadn't gotten one. And it was just like, I can give you one if you want. And then it was like on one of the like the last ones they did end up getting their shiny. But like it's funny, like the Pokemon I actually want to get shiny I can't. And the ones I shit talk I do get shiny. Ironic how that works. Ironic. I mean, it's almost like the game is saying, like, no, you're wrong. This thing shiny give you, they can make you use it again. Use it. Hello there, Andrew. How are you doing? He's building faith. And again, guys, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for more if you haven't done so already. Yeah, it's gonna be good. I think Galarian Darm's speed ties Rayquaza. I'm fairly certain about that. I just need to watch out for that Lantern after what Sly had happened with the Lantern box had. All legendary Pokemon from raids I've had Time California's raid. Remote raid passes. Remote raids. It was a good idea, just not really well implemented. One of my friends, they said, like, I'm not going to be raiding Kartana because the shiny isn't out yet. Because, again, they're big shiny hunters. And I'm just like, why? It's like, well, then again, it doesn't have a steel move right now. That's probably also a thing. Then again, Kartana doesn't actually, does Kartana get Metal Claw? What? I need to look at Kartana's actual, like, moveset. Because, like, the main game moves, because I think, like, because it doesn't have any steel moves, I think, in the entire thing. I love my Paper Metal War. I know, I love Kartana as well. I mean, aside from the fact that Buddy absolutely hard let me down when it came to the EBL last season. Let's look at the moves. So, it gets Defies. It doesn't let any steel moves by level up. Brick Break, Psychic Cut. It gets Smart Strike. Slows down. Iron Defense. Iron Defense. Steel Beam. Yeah. It only gets Smart Strike and Steel Beam as steel moves. Go on Platinum. Nice. Yeah, Kartana just has, like... Kartana's steel move pool is literally as the same depth as the paper that makes up Kartana. That's hilarious. It's just no steel moves. Battle League, where you couldn't stat train Pokemon. I mean, that's what EBL, the EBL Little Cup was. No EV training. You can only decide the moves and the ability, but and the nature, but you can't stat train. No, Jared. It's Go Drunk Nightbot, you're home. You have to deliberately incorrectly say the words. That you have to do it that way. Well, I mean, it is satisfying to know that I can indeed, like, do the running today. Like, go do running. And still have, like, the mental non-fatigue to actually continue streaming. Like, for, like, increasing long periods of time. Because we're almost 2 hours right now. Which is good. progress is indeed made. Progress has been made. Would you use Fomantis in the little? Yes, I believe you could. I don't think I did, though. I don't know. I might have actually had Fomantis on my list for it, but someone might have sniped it from me. I'm fairly certain it got sniped. Oh yeah, right, Kartana actually learns Defog. The fact Kartana learns Defog amuses me. Because, like, I mean, I guess it makes sense, like, the paper, you know, fan, it can blow stuff away, but, like, it's a sword. Swords don't really... I don't know. It doesn't make sense to me. Okay, Rayquaza does get Defog. Rayquaza! Yappin' Quasar. Yappin' Quasar. Oh, yeah, right. Mega Rayquaza doesn't use this gen. Yes, 95 speed. I was right. Yeah, because it's 5 speed higher than Groudon and Kyogre. Focus Band, Iron Hands. Stop with that Mudkip. No. No Focus Band, Iron Hands. That is a bad Mudkip. That's a no. Marshadow had yes, Marshadow was Alola. It's weird seeing in the Alola decks Marshadow little mythicals coming before like non-mythicals. It's such a weird thing because of the way that they released it. Focus bad 9. Remember, the EBL is no held items. Oh right, I didn't switch out my stuff yet. I'm getting better. It's just I'm still not 100% there. Okay, so let's look how many we've hatched. So we've hatched... So, 1... We did this. So 25... I'll just do. So 30, 60, 90... 120... minus 5. Okay, 120 minus 5. That's not bad in about 2 hours. So, 115 in 2 hours... is about 5 streams to hit on. Well, less than 5 streams if I push myself a little more. That's not terrible. I mean, considering how, like, long the hunt is for, the egg cycles. Chance for it working against Mute is low, but non-zero! Exactly, Mudkip. It has a chance. Want to tell me about myself? Sure, Andrew. Yeah, but when you say that, it sounds like you're encouraging Nightbot to drink. Because it won't be good. That's a fair point. That is a very fair point. That was a factually accurate statement. I apologize. But yeah, I mean, Nightbot is a thing. The Pokemon laugh at the face of losing because they don't lose. Interesting. Interesting. Lantern is only a speed of 67? Interesting. I do remember that, I'm pretty sure that Milotic has the same speed as, yeah, Milo has the same speed as Gyarados. 81. So I'm gonna jump to live. Okay. If someone missed anything, allows. Oh, Jared. Actually, I'll wait till Jared gets the live thing. I'll wait till he gets there. But Jared, you seem to think I consciously have a recollection of what happens in the last 2 minutes. I don't. You forget that my brain is incredibly smooth. I don't recall what happened in the last 2 minutes. Just aside from nonsense. Generalized nonsense. There we go. There is the egg catching. But yeah, I think that we're probably going to be ending off soon. Oh, right, Shuckle's speed is basic 5. It has no speed. It has a non-existent speed stat. Really, Armaldo is a 45 base speed? That's slow. No memories, brain, RAM. Exactly. That is legit me. It's just there's no memory storage space. It's just blah. Hey! And we hit our goal! Before we end off. You know what? You know what? Let's go for another... Let's go finish out this box. Let's finish out this box and see if we can get to a light goal of 40 before we end off. You know, let's do it. Let's see if we can do that. I don't know if we can, but no reason to not try. We will try our hardest. Do-da-da-da! Brain RAM. And tell him speed, I think, is like, yeah, 126. 126. Alright. You got a pretty speedy team. I saw, Andrew. Your Pokemon laugh in the face of losing because they don't lose, which I commented on. How does that work? Because if they don't lose, then how can they laugh at something that loses? How do they laugh in the face of defeat when they don't lose? Questions about time being asked. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 of them. Wow. And how does this Pokemon overall weak to rock? So I know he's bringing it Playground. He's got to be bringing it Playground. Interesting. Probably the Milo. I mean, I'm looking forward to what Newtbox's team is going to be being for our fight. I think it'll be interesting. I think it'll be fun. But we have no idea what it's going to be. It'll be fun. I guess that's kind of one of the advantages of fighting Newtbox for a week 4 match before week 3 even happens. I can keep some tech I was planning to, like... I can keep some commentary and stuff like that, you know, not secret, so I can use that in week 3, because it will be recorded after the fight, so the fight won't happen, so there's that. Alright, so that's a play. And then we got Timmy. And then there's the fight against Timmy, which Timmy's scary. That Solgaleo worries me. But I got a plan for the Solgaleo. I have a definitive answer for Solgaleo. Because the good thing is that I have Zacian, which Zacian outspeeds the entire team. Zacian outspeeds his whole team. The madness mantra of literally the entirety of the EBL. The real question is how do you deal with Zacian is the real question. That's the real question. How do you survive Zacian? The way to beat Zacian is just survive it. Ooh, and without Scald in Gen 9. No Scald in Gen 9, that'll be something. But then again, Intimidate can work well against it because, you know, it can't just keep bopping in and out and having Trapezor proc because Trapezor only comes for battle. Which is an interesting thing. But how's everyone doing today? I killed Zacian with Cinderace. That's not how that works. That Zacian outspeeds Cinderace. That is not how that works. If Zacian can survive, like, Sludge Waves from Eternatus, it can survive stuff from Cinderace. I have extensive experience with this because I am using Zacian. The thing is terrifying, and I love how just scary it is. Because it's just a better version of my Kartana from last season. Because Kartana last season was like a big threat, because like, oh, it's Kartana, it can go in and rip stuff to pieces, but it's so frail, it dies to literally anything. This time, Zacian actually is that same power, actually even more powerful. And it's actually got the bulk of the power. And speed. Terrifying, I love it. If it can take a hit from Cinderace, that does mean it will. Because if it outspeeds, it gets in 2 hits before Cinderace gets in 2 hits. And nothing is... there is nothing that survives being 2-hit from Zacian unless you resist everything that Zacian has. Trust me, that is how Zacian does. That is how the Zacian do the things. If you ever win the lottery for $1 million, most of it in the patch. I don't think in a patch. I don't think you can even buy in a patch for $30 million. I think it costs more than that. That's why I have defensive Rillaboom to help Cinderace. But again, that still goes through. But then that's not the Cinderace beating the Zacian. That's other things beating the Zacian. Which, if anything, kind of continues to prove the point. Okay, we're gonna finish out this box, and then we're gonna end off on a lead, which is fun. Yeah, Rock has a goes pretty hard. Well, then again, he's got defog on stuff. You can get defog on things. Okay, I guess that works. Big issue. Big issue is gonna be that thing. But then again, Zacian not speeds you. Zacian not speeds you. It just goes 1-1-1. I was able to slow it down. But the Zacian can also switch out. Or that means the Rillaboom is going down to the Zacian. Which means that you're feeding something to the Zacian to allow something else to come in and beat the Zacian, which is still putting you at a 5v6. Or, well, 1-. Which is still a net benefit to them. You know, if you sack something off to get something else in, that still is a net win for them. Which, honestly, is again, they can just switch out and they can immediately cleanse away the speed drop. Now, that's kind of what I mean, is like, there really isn't much that likes going into Zacian. Which is why I really, really like having it on my team. I'm fully expecting next season in the EBL, it's probably not gonna be in my hands, which means someone else is gonna get it. It is indeed. That's the reason I picked Zacian. Because that's why I'm so glad I was the second pick of this draft. Because I knew Sly wasn't gonna go for Zacian. I knew his first pick was gonna be Zygarde. Because I even mentioned to him, if you pick anything other than Zygarde first, I'm taking your Zygarde. So, he knew the stakes of not taking... I mean, he was obviously going to go for Zygarde anyway. He was going to go for Zygarde in the beginning because he wanted that thing, because people saw how much damage that thing did last season, and this season, he's able to do a lot more damage with it. So it's like, he wants to go for that first so no one else can snipe it. It's like, okay, I can just go to Zacian. Most of the reason I honestly picked Zacian for this season doesn't even go into I wanted to use Zacian myself. I just wanted to make it sure no one else can use Zacian. I jokingly tried to use that. Why? Gastrodon is my win condition against Sly. Gastrodon is the thing that shuts Sly. Well, then, Gastrodon shuts down most things. So there is that. But how are you doing, Kayla? Hope you're doing well. Yeah, Gastrodon, I would say, it's not quite like Grimmsnarl in that, like, I will say Grimmsnarl is the equal and superior of many restricted picks. But Gastrodon, I would say, like, it's pretty up there. I mean, you're only weak to Grass, which is a fairly remote typing in the EBL. Like, Grass is not something that most people will be picking. Unless it's like, it's a Rillaboom or Venusaur, which again, like, only 2 people are gonna have that. You have to bring Grass as a coverage on thing, which again, coverage option just makes your team more predictable. And it's immune to water. It's got Scald, it's got Yawn, it's got Recovery, it's got so many things that can just, like, wreck stuff. I love it. I'm doing very well, Kayla. We're gonna be ending off in a little bit here. I'm doing very well. Just planning my EBL team for Lootbox. I got a plan for him. But the good thing is that Game Reviews did something week 1 that I am now prepared for. Because I know what he's done on his Groudon historically. So I'm like, oh, would probably put that on Groudon and deal with Gastrodon. I will not have that on my Gastrodon this time. Deal with that. I'm just still happy that Groudon doesn't get Solar Blade. I still think it's dumb Groudon doesn't get Solar Blade. It would make sense to get Solar Blade. Imagine if this draft league happened in a VC. See, I want it to be in a VC. I wish it was a VC for how the draft league was going. But I get why we don't have it. I just realized what I'm right next to, and I'll explain in DMs. Okay, Jared. I think the main reason we don't do it in a VC is that we all stream, and with the different hours that all of us are in, you know, we have different time zones, that doing that wouldn't really be conductive to things. But it would be just far more chaos. Like, because I have said before in the EBL, we need to record or just like screenshot and narrate our comments we make during the draft process and just post those. Because that stuff is hilarious. Just the nonsense of rambling rage we go on. We have to play out for everyone together in the VC. I mean, yeah, but also it will be funny. Oh, nice. So that's what you're next to. Interesting. Just realized it right next to it. Interesting. So what you gotta go do, Jared, is you gotta go and you gotta kick those nerds out. You gotta go fight those nerds, those big brainy brains. But yeah, like, Mudkip, you don't even know half of what's in the EVL Discord for, like, the commentary and, like, how aggro we get about stuff. It's great. You love it. It's pure chaos, which you feed on. Yeah, it'll be fun. Yeah, I've got that. I'm gonna put a motion, you know, forward in the next town hall meeting about, you know, let's do a VC recording for everything. Just so that way we can, like, post that for just shenanigans. Because one thing about the EBL that we have, like, it's the very, like, you know, the professional side of, you know, us doing the plays of the week, fails of the week, standings, the battles. You don't get to see, like, the nonsense and shenanigans that go on behind the scenes, which is just, like, the absolute pure rage of stuff getting sniped. You're making me want to start streaming so I can join the EBL just to see the draft. I don't know, Mudkip. Might do it, maybe. Granted, it depends on stuff. Maybe, I don't know. Yeah, in-person stuff is, I don't know, that's a bit of a tough thingy for people, because some people like privacy, which is a thing. Right. And again, guys, please don't forget to like and subscribe for more. So, it makes sense. Makes sense, Jared. It makes sense. Also, again, that freaking screenshot you sent of that pizza is cursed beyond hell, and it needs to be deleted. That is a cursed as hell picture you sent. That's not a pizza, that's a crime against humanity. Okay, so 150 eggs today, well, 145 eggs today. If we do 150 eggs a day every time we do this, that would be 4 streams to odds, well, partway through 4 streams for odds. We wouldn't be terrible. I'm not watching One Piece, alright? Roost has tried to get me to watch One Piece. You are not the first to try, Mudkip, and you probably won't be the last. No, I'm not a coward. I have other things to do. Maybe at some point, I'll watch One Piece. You'll have to take that one off the Walmart, Rabbit, not me, coward. I mean, you're not wrong about me being a coward, Mudkip. There's many things I'm cowardly about. Not entirely incorrect. Not entirely wrong, but also not entirely correct. Okay, Mr. I sit up full mode. I go running! I go running, Mudkip. I go out into the actual world and run on the street next to cars. Alright? I don't just sit all here and bang and do nothing. I go out there. I do stuff. I do stuff. And things. But also, fish run later today definitely would be up for that. Also, I need to go... Yeah, thankfully the batteries in this thing are dead, so I just need to go pop them in, pop in some new batteries into the charger. And I think that there's more batteries in the charger right now. We should do that. We should be fine. Don't know how long we'll be able to do, how long until I'll be able to do fish run, but I think we'll be dead. Okay, and I have school, so I'm on my health. How you're on your health. That is a fair point, Mike. That's a valid point. Yeah, so fish run later today would be fun. What map is the next salmon run rotation at? Is it a good salmon run rotation map, or is it like not a great map? That right. I love how One Piece ends up being the end-all be-all for you. How about now? How about now? Maybe eventually. Maybe eventually. Some point. Potentially at some point. Potentially at some point. Yeah, it's gonna be fun. Let's go find some of the... How much longer do these freaking eggs hatch? They gotta be so close to hatching. Maybe close to hatching. Okay, they're fairly close to hatching. Okay. That's good. Again, I'm so used to Scarlet Violet's eggs. They're so much faster. Let's go find something to go raid. We've got like 10 more eggs. I'm gonna go watch that EVL predictions. I'm gonna go do those. Oh, we could go raid Kyle Lucha. We could go raid Kyle Lucha who's doing some shiny Orangaroo hunting. Yeah, he's doing some Orangaroo hunting. That'll be fun. I did see what you DM'd, Mudkip. I did see that. You're lucky I was live when you did that. You're lucky. And again, guys, please don't forget to leave a like, subscribe for more, and, you know, check out the rest of what we do around here. Got partway through episode 1 of live action, but I wasn't familiar enough with the original One Piece to anime to fully appreciate. Interesting. So, is the live action One Piece actually any good? Because I know that historically, anime adaptations into live action don't go well. But after I mean, I know that it isn't technically anime after Last Airbender. I've heard, like, the live-action Netflix show for that was actually, like, fairly good. So was the live-action One Piece, like, actually good? Oh, you've heard of it? Oh, interesting. Interesting. Maybe it's finally they can actually start doing live-action anime well. It's like, maybe when you actually follow the source material, live-action adaptations go well. I just find that funny. It's like they can never actually do them right because they don't actually follow them. Maybe, I guess maybe with, like, the success of all the Marvel movies, like the comic book movies, it's been like a signal of, maybe if we actually follow the source material, people will enjoy it. Everything I've read so far, people who understand One Piece, they nailed the live action. Again, it seems to be, if you just follow the source material, people will enjoy it. What a thought! What an absolute thought. It's almost like that. It's almost like fans of a series like seeing the series they're a fan of. A big brain move. But an actual big brain move. Salute. Big brain move. That's gonna be fun. It's gonna be delightful. Yeah, we're gonna go to Kyle Lucha. He's doing some Orangutan thing. And, I'd love to give a little support. I would love to be supported. I find the red tower include the red thing. In what thing? Disclaimer, when I say people who understand One Piece, does not include journalists who complain that the show stuck to the source material. Wait. Journalists actually complained that an adaptation of a series stuck to the source material? What? There's no way that is an actual thing, Jared. I know journalists can be stupid, but there is no way that was a thing. My point exactly, Bob. Journalists can be stupid in how they, critique movies and things. There is no way they're that stupid. There is no possible way that is an actual thing. I barely got it. You did, indeed. There's no way you're actually serious on that, Jared. There is no possible way. There is no way. I promise I could grammar when I woke up this morning. I mean, you're grammaring okay, Jared. You're grammaring decently well. But yes, well, we are going to be ending off soon. I'm going to rate Kyle Lucha. Because... hour and a half. We are getting close to hour and a half. We're doing okay. We're pushing our limits of how long we stream, which I want to be doing. Good. Grammar me no good. Turn off, that's a mood. There we go, eggs are hatching. And this is going to be our final batch of eggs for the day. I say journalists, in quotation marks, because they bring shame on the title compared to journalists from the previous decade. Mood. Survive, Jared. Defeat Godzilla. No, because Godzilla's awesome. Never defeat Godzilla. Godzilla's awesome. We love kaiju movies. They're awesome. See? Love my kaiju movies. That's why we got Mechagodzilla in the background again. Until we get the Shiny Duraludon, we will keep Mechagodzilla in the back. Until get final Shiny Duraludon, Kiryu will remain in the background. And when we get it, then it will resume its Godzilla Final Wars. Then it will resume the Godzilla Final Wars thing. Well, the thing is, are you facing the legendaries that are the same level as your team? And is it one legendary versus an entire team where you're using healing items? Or is it not equal level? Because if it's not equal level, then that's not a fair fight. You look at EV training and stuff there, which is not all fair fight. I think there's, what, 3 more eggs for that? They are equal level. And are these legendaries like the ones in the Battlefront here, where it's like, there's Zapdos and stuff, which have low stats? Because really, Zapdos and the other, like, base 600 and less legendaries, they really don't have very good stat lines. Their stats are barely different than, like, non-legendaries. But that is all for today, everyone. That is the final batch of our eggs for today. We're going to go raid Kyle Lucha, who is shiny hunting Oranguru in Scarlet. I will see you guys facing later, but you're well, the people who know how to use them, though. And is it 1v6s or like 6v6s? But we're going to raid Kyle Lucha. If you guys haven't done so already, please don't forget to leave a like, subscribe for more, as well as go click on that link to the playlist. Recommend checking those out. Our playlists are always nonsense and shenanigans. But we're gonna go raid. We're gonna go raid Kyle Lucha. See you guys tomorrow. Goodbye. See you then.